Here's integrated 3, it's 10-100. So it's asking us, it says evaluate the sum of the series, and then it has summation notation for you. Is the series arithmetic or geometric? Well, this right here is this is how you can generate each term of the series, and this is linear. So it's like y equals mx plus b, like it's going, like the first term would be, well, in this case, the first term would be, plug a 3 in there. First term would be 15. Well, anyway, it's arithmetic because this is a linear. If this were a function, it would be a linear function. But yeah, it's a little tricky because it started at 3 and went to 9, so I kind of messed it up, and because I wasn't paying attention to these numbers down here. So if it's arithmetic, then, because the only kind of sequences that we know right now are arithmetic or geometric. So arithmetic is linear, and geometric is like y equals a times b to the x. It's exponential. This one's linear, so it's arithmetic. So we know that we can sum up these series by taking the first term plus the last term and multiplying it by however many pairs of terms there are. So at first, I wanted the first term to be 5. So I actually wrote out this whole series. So what this means is that, well, the whole series, like if I started with 1, it would be 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 15, 20, like that. That would be the whole thing. But this is only wanting me to sum up the 3rd through the 9th. So it only wants this part of the series, or the sequence. It just wants this part. So I'm still going to use my formula, but I just have to be careful of what's the first term and what's the last term. So the first term is going to be 15, and the last term is going to be 45, because you plug the 9 in. 9 times 5 is 45. And then how many pairs are there? Well, there are, how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 terms. So I guess you would just go, you just have to pay attention to how many terms there are going to be. And then if I go 7 over 2, like that gives me how many pairs. Like each pair adds up to 60. 45 plus 15, that's 60. 20 plus 40, that's 60. 25 plus 35, that's 60. And then you have this little extra pair. So that's where the n over 2 comes from. So it's not 5 though, it's 7 over 2, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 terms. So there's 3.5 pairs, I guess you could say. And then I just multiply it, do the multiplication, and I get 210. So that's a good question because they made you think about where you're starting. Maybe don't always start with the first term.